Hello, Cesar Augusto. Hi, mates, Aussie Villain. I was just hoping we could clear up our little misunderstanding that we have here for the good of the dressing room. No, Cesar, you do speak English. Cesar, I know you speak good English. I was at your English speaking graduation. Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain and welcome back to Queen of the South on the Impossible Dream. It's Season 5, Episode 10 today, and we are back in Europe. It is Rapid Vienna, or Rapid Wien, who are facing in the Europa Conference League, the return of that, the first knockout round, both legs today. But we continue to face the fallout of me trying to sell Cesar Augusto for £10 million. You can see, despite doing very, very well as we are this season, the club atmosphere is only average. There are 6 players that are unhappy, 22 of the squad, which is most of the first team squad, and some that I didn't even know are in the first team squad. They're annoyed at me and they think that Cesar Augusto has been treated unfairly. So, yeah, a little bit of regret on that one, but we'll just have to do our best, won't we? Now, the rest of everything here, the hierarchy is looking okay. For the most part, I still have the support of the squad, so it's not the end. I mean, even Cesar Augusto still supports me. I checked on, he's still his favoured personnel. I've tried to sort of have a word with him, but there's nothing I can do to sort of say, trust me again. And he doesn't have any teammates. I wonder if we could get one of the captains maybe to speak to him. That's something I didn't try. But yeah, so it's not the end of the world, but it's certainly not ideal. This maybe me being a dick to Augusto though has brought the squad together, so we can live in hope of that one, can't we? But we have like a very elite, or the team leaders apparently have their own little special group that they hang out in. But it's not that bad, but it's not ideal either. Finances are still going absolutely fine. $500,000 in a transfer budget, and we've got what's that? Well, I had moved budget up when we were trying to sign Lutzi from Barcelona. He was going to be on about 10 grand a week. So there's money around there. There was a comment from someone, and I never remember, I'm sorry, but whoever it was saying, about loaning players from England and that kind of thing. The issue that we have is, I mean, English players especially are on loads of money. So paying the wages, we just don't have a wage budget for that. And what I don't want to do is go and burn up all our money, for what would probably be the difference. Maybe we get second, which we could maybe do anyway, and then not have the money here to spend, because off field there is still a lot of work that needs to take place here. We only have good training facilities and average youth facilities. So there's a lot of investment that's needed there. We are at some point going to need a stadium that is at least 10,000 people, and again, youth recruitment and junior coaching might even be maxed out at this point, but there's a lot of investment off the field that needs to take place. And what I don't want to do is sort of just burn it up on wages for what may not even help us in the league finish any higher, because we are, I think, the third best team, and the gap to getting up to Celtic and Rangers regularly, I think, is going to be more than a couple of loanees from England. So anyway, that's my thought process on that whole thing, and that's why we haven't spent maybe the entire wage budget and transfer budget as well. Now there's 2 games to catch you up on off the field. The games that take place on the field, don't they? So 2 games to catch you up on the field. The first one was away from home in the league against Dundee. Now these are the sorts of games that we've been drawing 1-1 for, it feels like, most of the season. Let's see what happened this time. We fell behind early. Thompson crossed for Shakir Omar to head us level at half-time. And Thompson and Omar combined again to seal the 3 points. So finally we get the 3 points in one of these away games. It was an even game. I mean, XG tracker again can tell you that. Having fallen behind, I'm just very grateful, to be honest, to have won the game. We gave Rezaev a start in midfield for us. I mean, we didn't play that badly, but we didn't particularly play well either, I would say. The next game to catch you up on was in the Scottish Cup. It was against the top of League One, Raith Rovers. So let's see how that went. We had a first-minute lead after McGrath picked out Thompson's run. Raith Rovers pulled level, but Freeman crossed for Lutzi to win it in stoppage time. So a tough game. It was a deserved win. You can see we had lots and lots of shots. We didn't really put that many of the chances away. I went with a relatively strong side. The defense was, well, McKenna and Cesar were both played. And yeah, we did do okay. We didn't not deserve to win, I think is maybe the best way to put it. And we do have our next round, and it is down here. The quarterfinal is against Ross County, a team that we have struggled. They've given us tough games since they've been promoted sort of to the Premiership while we were here as well. But you can see there we've got the Europa Conference, a game against St Mirren, which I'll catch you up on in between. And if we look at the league table, we are 3 points ahead of Rangers. It's 12 points. It's daylight back to Hearts. We are going to be a top 3 side again this season, but second place is all there for us to play for. But it's all about Europe this episode, so let's go and have a look and see what we're doing here in this first leg against Rapid Vienna. Now, the scouts here are expecting a 4-2-3-1. When I looked at trying to get an idea of how they were going to play, they were kind of set up in a 4-4-2. So one of the two we may come up against, or might be something completely different again. This is the team that we're sending out. It's Eastwood in goal. It's Montano, it's Walker, Bernard, and Clark as the back four. Bayless, McGrath, and Irving. It's Bermudez in behind Shakir Omar and Lutzi. The bench of Stone, Augusto, McCallum, McPherson, Thompson, Suljic, who's back fit, though is completely lacking match sharpness. He hasn't played a game yet. And Clockerty is on the bench as well. All right, so we can see the team sheets there. Bentaleb, now he was the guy who was at Spurs, came through Spurs for a bit. I forget who the manager was that was playing him. Was it even Sherwood? It might have been Tim Sherwood, but I remember Bentaleb. What do we want to say to this? Yeah, there's no pressure. Just go out there and do your best. I mean, it's Europe. We want to try and go as far as we can. But to be honest, there's a part of me that is looking at that league table and thinking, oh, you know, maybe we could do with not being in Europe for the second half. And while we're waiting for the game to get underway, I do need to thank a new Patreon. Been very, very fortunate. 2 new Patreons this week. David Mortram, thank you so much, mate. It is greatly, greatly appreciated. As I said last time, it's not expected at all. And but if you do enjoy the content and you are able to, there's a link to it in the description down below. And if not, absolutely fine. Just keep watching those ads for me, and that is, as I said, absolutely fine. So they have come out. It is sort of a 4-3-3, isn't it? Just a very narrow 3 at the front there. Which makes me wonder, how are we defending here? Is that what we want to do? We probably do. We want to try and compact it in there, don't we? I'm always wondering if that's the best way to do, or if it's better to try and force them inside and really cramp their space. But yeah, it's probably better to try and be narrow and actually give them not that much space to play in. But there is well, there's not much happening, is there? Off of match stats, we've had the better of the game, but certainly not been any highlights yet. Not enough hitting courage, just as the highlight started. Irving with a corner in, it's headed away. Shakir Omar is there, wins it back out to Irving. Was he onside? I think so. Back to Shakir Omar, back to Irving again. Irving, it's a bit of a nothing pass, wasn't it? Just trying to switch the play, I think, but not really on. Walker is a long way forward. Montano chips it in. It's headed away again. Bernard will pick it up this time. He gets it out there to Clark. And can Mitch Clark whip across in? There's the ball. It's Lutzi. It's going to be a penalty, is it? What has happened there? It's a goal for Lutzi. I don't understand what the goalkeeper just kind of stopped. Everybody stopped. What has happened? Clark put in a nice ball. Lutzi has... It's just trickled over. Lewitzi and the defender have kind of both gone for it. I wonder if the defender maybe even cleared it into Lewitzi. And the goalkeeper was sort of going one way, lost his footing, and just sort of sat there and watched it roll past him. Absolutely fine with me. We'll take a 1-0 lead. That is brilliant. But what a strange goal that was. Now we've got another highlight just before half-time. McGrath, can he win that back? No. There's a ball forward that has kind of beaten everybody. We've just keep him there. Oh, and it's 1-1. Urson Kara, I think, is how I would pronounce that. How he would pronounce it, I got no idea. But it's 1-1 just before half-time. Nice ball forward. And we just had too many, too many players... Not enough in the middle. McGrath, that's the problem with McGrath as the deep-lying playmaker, the sort of more defensively minded midfielder, is that he's not very defensively minded. He's very good sitting back there and spraying the passes around, but defensively we do lose something. What do we say to that? Just relax, boys. Just relax. Enjoy yourself. The one thing about not having away goals is that it does take the pressure off, doesn't it? For if you are at home first, not having to worry about conceding goals. The maybe slight concern is that we didn't see many highlights, but they've sort of ripped us apart at will, is what it feels a little bit like there. Ball forward. Walker wins it, and Omar does well to win it. Lutzi now spreads it wide there for Montano. Can he get the cross in? There it is. It's a good ball. It's Lutzi at the near post. Is he onside? The lineman has stood still, but he hasn't got his flag up. And it is a second goal of the game for Lutzi. He's having a wonderful time in Europe, it feels like. And, well, he set Montano on his way as well. And there's the cross at the near post. Good header. Goalkeeper looks like he's lunging, getting ready to bowl, to be honest. He's doing his back stretches. Oh, I've hit praise since the highlight started. Hopefully, this ends up in our net and we've gone 3-1 up. Clark gets forward. There's definitely space out there, isn't there, for the wing-backs getting forward. Bayless, back to Clark. He was onside, he was. Bayless again to Clark. Ball in. Bermudez! Oh, it's off the post. Goalkeeper saves it onto the post. And it is still 2-1. Another highlight. If you look at the match stats and the shots that we're having, and we really could use a third goal to sort of confirm that superiority, I think. The bigger lead, obviously, we take to Austria, then it goes without saying, the better. Ball in. Irving with a header. Shakir Omar is there. He's not missing that. Oh, was it offside? Was it offside? Are we going to VAR? We do have VAR in this competition. Oh, the goal is awarded. Excellent work. It was a good finish from Shakir Omar. He really got his leg up high, didn't he? It's the sort of thing if I tried to do, I'm pretty sure I'd hurt my back. But, oh, it's a wonderful finish. And Irving, credit to him as well with that beautiful knockdown. Let's give them some praise. How close was it to offside? Wonderful header, isn't it? He's just on. And I think it's actually Ullman, the sort of the fullback it was that was playing him on, not necessarily the centre-back who was marking him. Another highlight. Can we win that? We can. Irving's winning everything in the air. Suddenly he's a towering midfielder. Bermudez has played through. Can Bermudez... Oh, he's gone wide. Plays it back. Not the best ball for Clark, but he retrieves it. McGrath is in a little bit of space. There's the cross for Lutzi, and it's just over the bar. We've certainly been the better side this second half. We've looked a lot more threatening. What we need to do, of course, is make sure that we keep it tight at the back whilst we're looking good getting forward. Omar to Bayless into the area. Bayless back to Shakir Omar. Oh, Shakir Omar sits the goalkeeper down, threads the needle. Number 13 of the season for him now. It's 4-1. And this is looking very, very promising for the second knockout round, isn't it? Bayless did well. Shakir Omar drifts in. One touch. Have some of that. 4-1. And, yeah, well, we've got... Come on. Maybe we'll score again. Lutzi goes out. No, it's a ball forward. This is the guy who got their goal last time. Bayless is tracking him well. Cross comes in. Montano is there. Gets beaten in the air. But to be honest, Montano did well enough, didn't he? Just to make sure that it wasn't a clean header. And that was absolutely fine. Bernard gets it wide for Clark. For Bermudez. Can Bermudez shred a pass in for Lutzi? He can. Lutzi, does he have the finish? Oh, he did so well. And then couldn't keep it down. On a hat-trick he is as well. Both our strikers are on a hat-trick. I'm tempted to take Lutzi off. He is a little bit tired, but we'll leave him on for this game. We've got the St Mirren game in between, and I think Suljic and Clockety might be the two that play up front in that one. And yeah, I'm not sure who'll play number 10. But we'll deal with that. That's something for off camera, and I can think about that afterwards. We've absolutely dominated the game. We've got a minute of stoppage time to go. And what we just don't want them to score now. Bernard wins the header. Lutzi, can he play in Shakir Omar for the hat-trick? Shakir Omar does get himself a hat-trick. It's 5-1. that tie is as good as done now, isn't it, going to Austria, which makes the second leg a little bit of a do we need to show it kind of thing. But I'm not sure what else we do, unless we do the St Mirren game and then come back for the draw. I really need a way to do an Insta poll, don't I? But there we go, 5-1 it is. As comfortable as you like, and short of an absolutely massive choke, we will be into the next round. So we can see the other results there. Besiktas with a comfortable win. Leicester with a good one as well. But Queen of the South absolutely destroying Rapid Vienna. So 5-star Queen of the South triumph, a hat-trick for Shakir Omar, a double for Luizzi. And wait right there, guys. Well, play through. So I will come back for the second leg. It's going to be a more of a rotated side anyway. And we can have, I don't know, we can just discuss other things as the game plays out. Okay, welcome back. We're getting ready to finish off Rapid Vienna. But before we do this, we do need to see what happened in the league against St Mirren. So let's quickly catch up with that. And not much to catch you up on. 0-0. It was a frustrating game for us that I felt like we were in essentially control of the game. We just couldn't score. I would have liked to put out a much stronger side than this, but a lot of our attacking players, they were tired. They weren't able to play 90 minutes. So we just couldn't play them. We certainly couldn't start them anyway. And yeah, Bishop, Clockety, they were toothless up front. Suljic coming back from injury, didn't have a great game. And ultimately, we just weren't able to break them down. So what that means for the league table is, and I know some of you like the bigger table here, Rangers did win, so they're now just a point back of us. So these silly draws, these are going to be the death of us. We've only lost 2 games this season, away to Rangers and away to Celtic. We have drawn 9 times, and that is way too many times to be drawing games. So that is what's going to kill us if we don't get second, and it's really frustrating. Look how many of those are away too. And we've drawn twice now at home to St Mirren with goalless draws. It's frustrating is what it is. But let's have a look and see what we're doing here against Rapid Vienna. This again, we're expecting a 4-2-3-1, though we saw that wasn't what we got last time. This is a team we're sending out, a combination of keeping players on yellow cards, a yellow card away from suspension, away from the team, and just assuming that we're through, essentially. So it's going to be Eastwood up front. That'd be something, wouldn't it? Eastwood in goal. Montano, Cesar Augusto, Hamilton, and Clark as the back four. We are rotating the centre-backs. It's Bayless, Reza... How was I saying that? Reziev. And Irving in midfield. Suljic is going to play the number 10 in this one. Clockety and Luizzi will be the strikers. And, well, we've got a few big names on the bench if we need them. Okay, so we can see the team sheets there. It looks a very similar sort of lineup for them, doesn't it? What do we want to say? Well, we've got to say don't get complacent. Put on a show. Don't get complacent, please, boys. We've got a demotivated Hamilton, which is not ideal. Yeah, centre back might be a problem because Luizzi, Augusto's not going to be that motivated. But we should have a good enough lead here to be able to see this through anyway. Famous last words. But yeah, hopefully it'll be good to see if Clockety could get himself some goals in Europe. Suljic continuing his comeback from injury. Reziev continuing to sort of assimilate himself into the country and the squad as well. So there's a lot to potentially like here. And with the tie, I don't want to say over, but certainly we're in a very good position. It's a good time, I think, to give some of these players some game time and rest some of the first teamers as well, or the regular starters. Montano with a throw. Let's see what we can do. Building from the back. Augusto back to Eastwood. Gets it forward. Oh, I thought it was a good pass, but just overhit, wasn't it? Suljic putting some good pressure on them in midfield. Ball going wide. We've got players there. Can we stop the cross coming in? We cannot. Oh, and it is just past the post. Unmotivated, frustrated. It's not great body language that we're seeing, but hopefully it'll all be okay for us. Let's try giving them some praise, given that we are in a very comfortable position in the tie overall. Irving with a corner. Ball in, it's away, and it is going to be picked up by Montano for Suljic. He's got a little bit of space. He kind of lets himself get closed down. Montano in support. Can he pull it back? Luizzi's in there. Oh, Montano's taken too long. There's the cross. Suljic with the header. It's saved. Bayless has it back to Suljic. Oh, and it's good defending from the Austrians. and we can't quite manage to get the goal. We will, after this game, assuming that we don't have a massive choke, have the draw for the next round. And if we don't have the draw for the next round, we'll probably have the ending of the channel. I'll never live it down. It should be fine, though, shouldn't it? There's no one on the bench I particularly want to give game time to. I thought about putting some of the youngsters on that we don't have to register. But I just wanted to be a little bit safe just to make sure in case things were going wrong. Now, one thing that has happened is Witsi and Omar, we don't actually have to register them. Because they're under 21 and been with us long enough, we didn't have to register them, which is good. Now, Clockerty off the post. Oh, and the block second time around, and it was offside anyway. So I didn't consider them. Luizzi and Omar might end up club trained. They might not as well. But they've certainly been with us for a long time. And just before half time, we're actually over the allotted stoppage time. Now, we saw them score late in the first leg. Are they going to do something similar to us here? It's not the best. And they have smacked one in. It's 5-2 now on aggregate. Let's just give it a focus. And it's still a very comfortable position we're in. But obviously it's slightly less comfortable than it was 30 seconds ago. And Eastwood just didn't even see it, did he? So that's half time. 1-0 we're losing on the night. We've out XG'd them. It's not done yet. Yeah, just keep going. We've got some motivated players there now. An unsure Bayless, he's motivated. Just want to make sure no one's getting bookings. Clockerty has really gone off the boil in terms of form. Let's try demand more. We've got something down our end of the field here. Suljic back to Clark. Clark looks to whip the cross in. It's a decent one. It is Clockerty, and it is away by, was it the goalkeeper or defender? I missed who it was there. Montano back to Irving. Irving goes back to Razayev, across to Bayless. Bayless has a go, and it's just over the top. Hamilton only playing a 6-2. Now, I know his match sharpness isn't the greatest, but I'd expect a little bit more from him. And Augusto's only playing a 6-3. I wonder if we need to take one of them off and bring Bernard on. Certainly, if we were to concede another one, I would very much be considering doing that. Montano has done very well there. Blocked the cross and kept it from going out for a corner as well. Come on. Oh, Hamilton, can he get back? He can't, but the cross is, or the shot I should say, is over the top. I have a feeling I've messed up something here. All right. I had done because we had the strikers were not marking the correct players. So hopefully that's going to maybe help us a little bit getting forward. Eastwood makes a save there. And let's see what we can do. Still half an hour to play, so they need a goal every 10 minutes. And even then, that just takes us to extra time. Suljic has been played in here. Suljic has a go, and that was not far away. That was straight down Route 1, wasn't it? Let's try praising again. Augusto is looking complacent now. Mitch Clark is overconfident. It's not been a great second leg performance. Although that being said, 17 shots we've had, 4 on target. You could make an argument to say that we've been a little bit wasteful here. Let's try a focus. Ball in. Oh, and it's over the top as well. Not been a fantastic game for finishing, has it? And we've got another corner. 12 minutes to play now. And that is, again, just over the top. 6-1 from Clockerty, 6-2 from Augusto, 6.0 from Hamilton. It has been, well, it's been poor, hasn't it? Let's call it what it is. But we got the job done in the first leg, and it looks like neither team can be completely bothered here. We did do some chance conversion work as well, as Eastwood is out quick enough to get to that first. It just looks like a game that neither team can be completely bothered by. It's probably one of these. Rapid Vienna see it. They win on the night in front of their home fans. we're still comfortably going through. Luizzi with a chance, and Luizzi can't score either. I don't know what to do. Fire up something. This is unbelievable. Can you imagine if we lose this game on the night, having had so many chances? Luizzi's quite tired, but I kind of need him to play this game. Actually, I don't, to be honest. If anything, I probably want to take him off. We've got Inverness up next in the league. So Shakir Omar will obviously play in that one, and maybe, I don't know, maybe Colby Bishop. But that was a shocking performance from us. I mean, it's difficult to say too much about that, but that was not good. So there we go. First leg triumph basically gets the job done. Goalless Clockety, yeah, he needs to be a little bit better. You've been declining recently. Pick yourself up, and hopefully he'll do just that. That might have been a game where we see the dynamics actually really affecting us. But anyway, wait right there, guys. We will be back for the draw for the next round, and we'll see who we get. We'll see who we get next. All right, so here we go. Now, it will be seeded in a way that we will have to play a group winner, I think, but I assume not Getafe, who topped their group. So the teams in the draw are Leicester, Leverkusen, Copenhagen, PAOK, I'm never quite sure how you say that Greek side, Astana, Angers from France, a team from Portugal I can't pronounce, the Steaua Bucharest side, we've got Napoli, Besiktas, Servette, we've got Getafe, AGF, Hibernian, who I don't think we'll be able to get, and Desna, that team from Ukraine. We'd probably like the Ukrainians. I wouldn't mind getting AGF because that'll be a nice easy one for me to say. We want to avoid Leicester City, don't we? That's the big one. Probably Napoli as well. Leverkusen, we get them. AGF, yes please. No, they get Getafe. So you will have to have a group winner, won't we? We'll have to have someone who wasn't in the last round, and I don't know who those are. I think they were in the last round, weren't they? So Angers may have been an okay team to get. Napoli's gone, so that's good. Here we go. Who do we get? It is the Ukrainian side. We'll take it. Thank you very much again. We avoided Leicester City. They will be playing Hibernian, so bad luck, Hibs. And that's who we've got up next. It is Desna Chernihiv. And that game is coming up in, 2 weeks' time. So that'll be next episode then. We will come back for... No, we want to see the schedule. We've got a big game there against Celtic. So I think what we'll need to do is come back for Celtic in the first leg. And then it might be a case where maybe we don't need to show the second leg again. Or if not, we'll figure it out. The Scottish Cup quarter-final probably and the second leg. So that's all for next time, guys. Until then, I've been Aussie Villain. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.